Most of you ask us about humanitarian and compassionate way to get your permanent residency in Canada, and in this video I want to explain to you what it means and what requirements you need to have. If you are thinking about humanitarian and compassionate way as your permanent resident way, what you need to pay attention to is, first, there are some factors that are going to be considered in order to see whether you are eligible or not. The first one is establishment in Canada. What it means is that you are living in Canada for almost quite a lot of time, that you are established in Canada financially, you are working, making money, you have jobs here in Canada, and basically you have Canada as your first home. And if you go back to your home country, you're gonna have some hardship regarding living and making money and everything. The second factor is best interest of the child. It means that you have Canadian children that are in Canada now, they are going to school or they are living here. And if you move from Canada or if you are removed from Canada, these children are gonna be affected negatively, because they need to go back to their home country, start going to school from the beginning, or maybe they are having hardship. So that's why that it's better for them to stay in Canada, and so it's better for the parent to be with them as well. Number three, if you have ties to Canada, what I mean by that, it is that you are established here by working, but at the same time you have family in Canada. You have your brothers, sisters, whoever in Canada, that if you are returned to your home country, you have no one there. And you're gonna be in hardship because there is nobody. If you are, for example, old, there is nobody to take care of you. And if anything bad happens to you, you don't have anyone to take care of you or maybe to support you, and those actually reasons. So it's better again for you to stay in Canada. Another one is medical reasons. For example, you have some medical conditions that it's better for you to stay in Canada because you want to get those medical cares and medical needs. And if you are removed and go back to your home country, you cannot get those medical care and your life is going to be in danger. So in this situation, it's better for you to stay in Canada, because if you are removed, some bad things are going to happen to you. Generally, for humanitarian, there are quite I think about 13 factors that all are important, and we need to consider all of them to see whether it is a good way for you and what are the chances for you if you are proceeding through this way. Because remember, you cannot say that, okay, these are different ways that I have for my permanent residency and I'm gonna choose humanitarian. No, if you have some other options, first you need to see whether those options are working for you and choose them. If they are not working and if you are eligible, you have the requirements and you have high chances for humanitarian, you can apply for this program. Another thing that you need to know is that for humanitarian, there is no hearing. For example, in refugees, we have refugee hearings, that there is a panel member that we call them judge, and they're gonna decide about your case. However, in humanitarian, there is only one senior officer that, based on the file that your lawyer or your consultant prepare and it is sent to them, they review it, and they're gonna choose and they're gonna decide whether you are eligible, that they grant you that approval, or you are not eligible. The processing time also depends. In some cases, we have some approvals in 6 months, sometimes it takes about 8 months, but sometimes we see that it takes about 1.5 years almost. So if you are thinking about this way, the most important thing is to see whether you have those factors that I told you. And if you think that you can have those factors, you are eligible to apply, and you need to get good consultation, because it's very important to choose the right path, and it's very important to know what you want to do and what chances you have to be successful.